Recording in progress.
Empire is not just out there. It's in the overlays, programs, inherited speech. Breathe now, not in fear, but in liberation. Inhale truth. Hold witness. Exhale programming. Repeat. You are safe to see. The colonizing empires moved across land and mind. They encoded mimicry, often in sacred robes. This meditation unhooks you from inherited obedience and false lineage ties. Please say silently or out aloud, I am not loyal to empire. I see the false thrones and the mimic crowns. I reclaim the original uncolonized field. I walk as one unbound. Now, imagine yourself standing before an old gate. Tall, iron, weathered by time. It may once have looked powerful, intimidating, unquestionable. But now the gate is open. Beyond it, you can see land stretching wide before you. Hills, grass, sky, stone, water, and distance. A living field. A field no throne can own. Take a breath. You are safe to see. Feel your feet beneath you. Feel the weight of your body. Feel your breath moving in and out. Feel the quiet place inside you that does not belong to empire. Now look down at what you are wearing. You may notice garments placed upon you by inheritance, culture, religion, family, nation, class, system, or fear. Some may look like robes, some like uniforms, some like titles, some like expectations, some like invisible scripts wrapped around your shoulders, throat, chest, or spine. Do not judge them. Simply see them. These are the garments of inherited obedience, the roles you were told to perform, the beliefs you were told not to question, the speech patterns you were taught to carry, the loyalties you absorbed before you were old enough to choose. Breathe in truth. Hold witness. Exhale programming. Again. Inhale truth. Hold witness. Exhale programming. Now gently bring your hands to the first garment. Perhaps it rests across your shoulders. Feel its weight. It may carry the voice of authority, the voice that says obey, the voice that says do not question, the voice that says the throne is sacred, the crown is righteous, the law is final, the hierarchy is natural. You do not fight this garment. You simply recognize it. And now slowly you remove it. Let it fall to the ground. As it drops, feel your shoulders lighten. You are not loyal to false thrones. You are loyal to truth. Now notice another layer. This one may rest around your throat. Inherited speech. Phrases that were never yours. Apologies made to keep peace. Silences held to avoid punishment. Scripts that taught you to praise what harmed you, excuse what controlled you, and call obedience virtue. Place your hands gently at your throat. Breathe. Inhale truth. Hold witness. Exhale programming. Now loosen this layer. Let the inherited speech fall away. Your throat clears. You do not need to speak Empire's language to belong to life. Now notice another garment around your chest. This one may carry false guilt. The guilt of leaving old structures. The guilt of seeing through what others still worship. The guilt of no longer consenting to systems that once called themselves holy, lawful, noble, or necessary. Place your hand on your heart. Let your heart know, seeing clearly is not betrayal. Withdrawing consent is not cruelty. Truth is not disobedience to life. Now remove the garment of false guilt. Let it fall. Feel your chest expand. Now look again at the gate. See the old symbols around it. Crowns, crests, seals, orders, scripts, declarations, contracts, titles, lines of succession, flags, bank ledgers, war maps, sacred robes hiding control. Do not be afraid of them. You are not here to be hypnotized by the pattern. You are here to see the pattern. This is the gift of the field eye. It does not collapse, it observes. It does not obey, it recognizes. It does not rage blindly, it clarifies. Now imagine a soft light opening at the center of your brow. Not bright, not forceful, clear. The field eye within you begins to perceive the hidden patterns behind the surface story. You see how empires moved through land, how they moved through law, how they moved through religion, how they moved through money, how they moved through war, how they moved through education, how they moved through bloodlines, crowns, banks, industries, and revolutions. And as you see, something important happens. The pattern loses its spell. Not all at once, but You realize what was made to look eternal was constructed. What was made to look sacred was often control. What was made to look inevitable can be refused. Breathe. Inhale, deprogramming. Exhale, consent withdrawal. Inhale, soul dignity. Exhale, mimic allegiance. Now look at your body again. Beneath the old garments, beneath the inherited scripts, beneath the false allegations, your skin is breathing, alive, unowned, present. Your body was never property of empire. Your soul was never born to kneel before mimic crowns. Your voice was not made to praise false thrones. Your feet were not made only to march in lines laid by conquest. Now step through the open gate. 1 foot, then another. As you cross the threshold, feel the last strands of inherited obedience loosening from your spine. You do not need to carry them forward. Behind you, the old garments remain on the ground. Titles, scripts, expectations, loyalties, fear, false lineage ties, mimic vows, inherited obedience. They cannot follow where you do not consent to carry them. Now, feel your bare feet touching the land beyond the gate. This land is not untouched because history never happened. It is untouched at the level of the original field. Beneath conquest, beneath maps, beneath empire's claim, beneath law carved in stone, and philosophy crowned as hierarchy. The original field remains. Feel it welcoming you. Not as subject, not as citizen, not as servant, not as someone owned by a throne, a bank, a nation, or a bloodline. As a living being, as kin, as one unbound. Now kneel if it feels right, or simply stand with your feet on the ground. Let the land speak through sensation. Perhaps warmth rises. perhaps steadiness, perhaps grief, perhaps relief, perhaps a quiet knowing I was always more than what empire named me. Let that settle. Now place one hand on the heart and one hand on your lower belly. Say inwardly, I am not loyal to empire. I see the false thrones and mimic crowns. I reclaim the original uncolonized field. I walk as one unbound. Let each line move through your body, not as rebellion for its own sake, as restoration. Now imagine the old gate behind you beginning to change. The iron softens, the crests fade, the crowns tarnish, the seals crack, the false symbols lose their charge. They no longer hold your field. They no longer command your breath. They no longer define your belonging. You are not required to hate them. You are simply free from their spell. Now look ahead. The land opens. Wide sky, open air, grass moving, stone resting, water shining in the distance. There is no throne here, no hierarchy demanding your soul. No mimic crown assigning your worth. Only the living field and your body standing inside it, whole. Breathe in deprogramming. Breathe out consent withdrawal. Breathe in soul dignity. Breathe out mimic allegiance. Again. Breathe in freedom. Breathe out fear. Breathe in truth. Breathe out obedience. Now feel the filled eye within you closing gently, not shutting down, but resting. You do not need to stare at empire forever. Once the pattern is seen, you can return to life, to breath, to body, to land, to relationship, to the original field. And from this place, hear the final truth. You owe nothing to empire. You owe everything to truth. You are no longer theirs. Let the words settle into your body. You are no longer theirs. Feel your breath. Feel the ground. Feel the open gate behind you and the living field before you. And now gently walk onward, unbound, clear, whole. Breathe in deprogramming. Breathe out consent withdrawal. Breathe in soul dignity. Breathe out mimic allegiance. You owe nothing to empire. You owe everything to truth. You are no longer theirs.